Hello, this is Mr. Stewart, and this is going to be the general course orientation video, and this video will be applicable to any of my online classes from the summer of 2016 forward. So it doesn't matter which online class of mine you take, this particular orientation video will be applicable to any of them, because all of them are going to be set up very, very similarly to each other. So I want to show you just a minute about kind of how the course is set up. And you should be hearing me, possibly seeing a picture of me. You're just not seeing a video of me, but you are seeing a screenshot of the screen that I have pulled up on my computer as I'm recording this. So when you select your course and you go into the course, you're always going to see a Start Here tab. And if you click on that Start Here tab, it will bring up a page with several different items on it. You're going to see a welcome message from me, and it doesn't, this particular course just happens to be from CRJ 146, which is criminal evidence. And but it doesn't matter which course of mine you're taking, you're always going to see this welcome message. You're going to see a message that talks that talks about which textbook is required, and whether there's any optional material required or optional material available. You're going to see another message that talks about all the technical requirements and skills necessary to be successful. You're going to see a clickable policy in regard to communication. You're going to see an instructor resume. You're going to see a short message on how to navigate the course, and then there's going to be a message on grading rubrics. Now what you will also see in here is that also somewhere in here you're going to see a message that probably just underneath the welcome message, when you see this, will be this particular video. So you should be able to find that. If anybody has taken classes before and you've had to watch videos via Tegrity, that is going by the wayside. We will no longer be using Tegrity, so I'm migrating those to YouTube, and I will be putting links in each individual week's learning module so that you know which videos to watch. So let's go to this next tab here called Learning Modules. All of my courses will have this. It will have a tab that says Learning Modules, and when you click on that, for some reason my computer is taking a long time today. So when you click on Learning Modules, you're going to see a list of them. And depending upon whether it's a summer course or a fall or spring course, you may see 10 learning modules or 15 learning modules. This particular course that we're looking at for the purposes of this video is a fall or spring term course, so you're going to see 15 modules. When you click on the learning module, if you like, for example, click on week 1 here. If you click on that, it will pull up a page with several different things on it. First thing you're going to see are your weekly learning objectives, and it basically is going to tell you what I want you to know and what you should know by the time you get through with this week's material. And it'll also tell you how that will be assessed. For example, in this particular course, it says discuss a selected key case mentioned in the reading and relate its importance to criminal procedures. This has been assessed through the discussion board activity. The next thing is relate a current event to this week's material. That will be assessed through the research article activity. Identify what you've learned this week through reflection. That's assessed through the reflection paper activity. And then you're going to see a to-do list. It's going to tell you to read the chapter, look at the PowerPoint, view the lecture video. So if you click on this, and not every single week's learning module will have a video, but most of them do. If there's not a video there, then there's not a video associated with that particular module. So if you click on that learning that lecture video module, it will basically pop up a YouTube video that I have recorded for you. So view the PowerPoint and the lecture video, post to and respond in the discussion boards, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. Find a current event or article relating to this week's material and attach it with a one-page summary into the research articles Dropbox, and then post a 300-word reflection in the weekly reflection Dropbox. So I will show you those in just a moment. Also, in like week 7 or 8, and then again in the last week of the course, you will also see a directive in here to take the midterm or the final exam. And those are located right here. If you look on your left where my cursor is, I'm highlighting the exams tab. So mine looks different than yours, but if you will click on the exams tab, when it gets time to take the exam, it will appear there for you to take. So that is basically how each week's learning module is set up. Now, if you also go, if you click on this announcements link that I'm highlighting right now, this is where I will put weekly announcements in the course, things that you need to know very quickly, or reminders of things of that nature. There's also a tab here for the syllabus. If you click on the syllabus tab, it will pop up a link to the syllabus. Maybe. For some reason, again, my computer's running very slow. There it is. So it will pop up a link to the syllabus, and you can click on that. That syllabus will always be in a PDF file so that you can open it with pretty much anything that you have. As far as from the to-do list, you're also going to see discussions. And each week, you have a graded discussion board. If you go back and look at that Start Here tab, it will tell you how those are graded. If you click on the discussions, it will give you a question or a set of questions that you will respond to each week. There is also an introductory discussion posting as well that is not graded, but you do need to introduce yourself in the discussion boards each week, simply so that we all have a basis of knowledge of where each and every one of us come from and what we do, so that when you are responding in the discussions, we kind of understand your perspective and your point of view. So this is just showing what the discussion questions are, what they would look like. There's the introduction one. That needs to be completed during week 1, and then you see there is week 1's discussion, which is graded, and it will give you some directions here as well as the actual questions that you need to answer. If you click on the research articles tab, it will basically pop up a series of drop boxes for each week, so that when you go out and you find a current event or a news article relating to the material that you have read about or talked about in discussions this week or whichever week, what you can do is you can click on that and it will give you the option to submit the article, or you can simply give me the link to the article. That's okay, as long as I have the ability to be able to either link to it or see the article. And then I'm also looking for a 1-page or about a 300-word reflection and tie-in and summary. Basically, what the article is, how it ties into the material, and maybe how you feel about whatever it is. And then you also have a weekly reflection paper tab to click on each week, and this is where you will submit your weekly reflections. This should always be done at the end of the week, and basically it's where you identify and just simply reflect upon what you have learned during the course of this week. It should be also in the neighborhood of about 300 words. There's also a tab here for faculty information, and basically this faculty information tab will give you a photograph of me, my email address, office phone number, office locations, etc. So there it is. There's an email. There is the office phone, office locations, and office hours are posted in the syllabus. The course messages tab is exactly that. It's basically an email program within the course. Feel free to send me messages. In fact, I would prefer that anything having to do with this course, messages are sent through this course messages tab. It works just like any other email program that you may use. You can even attach documents if necessary to it, and anything that I send to you from this should also be sent to your college, forwarded to your college email as well. So if I send you something from the course, you should get it in your college email. You can also click on your My Grades tab. Now I'm not going to click on that here because mine looks much different than yours, but If you click on the My Grades tab, it will show you your progress in the course, what I've got graded. Also under here, in the Resources tab, there's Library Services, Student Resources, Blackboard Student Help if you need some help with Blackboard, and then Smart Thinking, which is basically kind of a tutoring app that you can get some online tutoring, a certain amount of online tutoring if necessary during each semester. So that basically, in a nutshell, is the way that all of my courses are set up. If you have any problems, questions, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. Come by my office, call me at my office phone, text me on my cell phone, or whatnot. And my cell phone number is listed in the Start Here tab, and it's also on the syllabus. So I hope you have a productive and successful semester, and I'm here to help you learn. Have a good term, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.